off spinners. Bowl those carom.
106 to Charita Sri Lanka. That's given Sri Lanka 244 to defend. Positive start from the Bangladeshis, and the captain brings himself on. 1 over in the power play for off breaks. That's the 50 for Bangladesh.
Post change for Charita Sri Lanka. Probably would have expected the 3 seamers. Nice station to get through the 10 overs. Sean Marling has not bowled yet, the other 3 has. Since 2 left-handers at the crease, I think it's not a bad move. And a brave move by Charita Sri Lanka.
Well, his confidence high, runs behind him. Lovely shot, very clever indeed. He created the angle. He picked the space where there's no fielder.
With the angle Charita Sri Lanka delivers, going away from the stumps, wide of the crease, darting it through, this becomes an easy shot with square leg in the circle. Hassan has showed us some magnificent hitting prowess. On that occasion, there was smart cricket, street smart cricket, to identify the area which was vacant, took the aerial route with ease.
Just as with his batting, where he's done a lot better than as a player, Charita Sri Lanka, when appointed captain. Even with the ball, he's bowled himself a lot more. He's picked up 11 wickets. Economy down at 4.5. Previously, just the 5 wickets to his name. That's what confidence can do for your game. That's nicely bowled.
Anna Hari says, Usal Mendes, previous to this delivery, he came and have a chat with Charita Sri Lanka, possibly to ask him to bowl straight off, slightly outside the All-Star, much more slower. Yeah, much better. Much better, the line as well as the length.
One into Hasaranga. Shanmalinga, the 2 bowlers not used. Shortish, he's got onto it quickly, so another boundary. Tanzir Hassan Tamim.
Good footwork. This occasion picked the length up pretty early and wasn't that short. Used the depth of the crease. Take a look at where he was striking that ball. This is lovely. Control aggression. Spectators and the supporters of Bangladesh, they are elated with the start in the power play.
Bangladesh after 9 are 58 for 1.
There's never an easy day. You just gotta keep smiling and remember who you're doing it for. That's why I bank with Monzo. Their under-16s account helps me keep track of my kids' spending. That's little Josh using his card now. £400 on bills, kid. What's he building? A second home. Keep an eye on your kids' spending with Monzo. Download your new favorite bank.
Deekshana gets a 4th over. Well, they'll relax a little bit more after this over because he can spread the field somewhat. Bowl slower through the air. Once you go up and down, that's when you might get some turn. But if that doesn't happen, Bangladesh are really going to run away with it. Still no sign of Duma, huh?
Yeah, that's something Mahendra and Miraj at the toss said, isn't it? When yesterday evening they experienced some sort of dew. That's something that Sri Lanka will not want to have. One of the Hasaranga will peaky as far as I'm concerned with the wrist spinners. attempts to get some turn at the Arpandasi Stadium pitch. As a fielded by Mahesh Deekshana. Pushing it through. Last delivery, 94.6.
Well, let's see if he still has that smile on his face. You know? Well, not there. At the top of his mark. Likes to bring in good thoughts before he runs in, and hence the smile. That's been his routine. It's been a while since we've seen him in Sri Lankan colours. Still got that smile. There you go. Mark on his way. Disappointed with that effort.
One or two deliveries, somehow Mahesh Deekshana got to bit more effort and turn one or two. Both these left-handers playing as if they're playing a left-arm spinner. Expecting the ball to skid on, not to turn, go with the arm. It's where the variation can go one turn to create that doubt. Nice pace, but that occasion again with the angle. One to turn, Mahesh. That's where I think doubt can be created, and it will be, or maybe, a different story with the thinking pattern of the batter.
4.58 the required target. Required run rate. Always say in slower conditions, make the new ball count, the harder ball. That Bangladesh have done at this stage. Since the 10th, 61 for 1. Their comparison after 10. Bangladesh well ahead in terms of runs and wickets in hand. 3 for 29 early in the innings, Sri Lanka, and then lost the last 4 wickets for 18 runs as well. Second power play. Over number 11 to 40. Maximum of 4 fielders will be allowed outside the circle. So Sri Lanka will continue. Now Sri Lanka's innings, which promised so much after the middle order fight back, fell away. They couldn't hit a boundary from the 43rd over. 40.3 was when the last boundary of the innings was hit. Now he'll give it a little bit more air and bowl slower, Sri Lanka. He's hit it well. Ratnayaka gets across quickly.
I thought Tanzin Azad was sensible to send Najmul Hassan Shanto back. Milan Ratnayaka does have a good arm. Anyway, a bullet-like throw. Sweeper played on line. Rolling slower. That's the first one. How he wanted the second. Tanzim probably not. And I thought it was sensible, Tanzim, to send Shanto back, saying it's my call.
Well, yes, he's the one running to the danger end. What we mean by danger end means the easier end for the bowler to get fielder, to get the ball into. I'm pretty sure he would have had it covered with this. Sprinting down, that was close. Came back with the arm.
That was kidding on for Charita Sri Lanka. much better pace and length. It's close to the off stump.
So what's your option from the other end? Stick with Tikshana or you go to Hasaranga straight away?
I'll go Sean Malinga or Milan Ratnayaka. Playing three seamers, expecting the pitch to assist a bit with bounce. Why not exploit it when the ball is quite new? Yes, Vanidhu Hasaranga is a very good choice, but I still feel a couple of overs from Isan Malinga. If he gets it through, he can get it through for 140.
You probably have to go to Malinga, isn't it? Because Milan Ratnayaka's first over wasn't too encouraging. And Sri Lanka do need a wicket. Oh yes, that's what they've been looking for. That's the first one that turned.
Right, now, batsman will doubt. This is what I meant in the last over. Have to only one ball to turn. Doubt creates what you need from Sri Lanka's perspective. Same line, same length, want to go with the arm. Dash like that. Oh, that's close. That was close. Similar way, Shanto was LBW in the second innings of the SSC Test match. 64 for 1.
Options available to Sri Lanka other than himself. I mean, the Mendes can bowl a bit. Not sure which arm he'll use. Ranga 99 ODI wickets, and here's Ishan Malinga as predicted by Fariz Maroof. Yeah, hits the bat hard, does Malinga.
Yeah, straight away, steep bounce for Malinga. 137 clicks. Sri Lanka probably getting some inputs by the coach, just letting him know what sort of a game plan when it's coming to changing of the bowlers and the field settings.
It's been taxing conditions. We see batted for a long time towards the end of the innings, running between the wickets. He looked like he was huffing and puffing. We saw a lot of the Bangladesh bowlers limp off. So probably needs to hydrate himself. Lovely hit. Controlled all the way in front of square and 4.
Yeah, good shot, Tanzim. I don't think Ishan Malinga attempted to bowl a bouncer. I thought it was more of a tag down. Sat up beautifully. For a batter who has been batting for a while, 36 delivery before that. That just set up beautifully.
Run a ball for Tanzid Hassan Tamim. Fine leg brought into the circle, mid-on. Heads towards the boundary line. Good partnership to follow up. The express start. Nicely weighted. This is good, really good from the Bangladeshi batters.
Yeah, very good batting. Earning line this occasion, Ishan Malinga. The line is bowling, probably middle stump, leg stump, which is dangerous when you have fine leg in the circle. I reckon off stump, fourth off stump. Try and hit and try and nick off the left-hander. With this slightly slingy action, that's quite natural for him to go across the left-hander.
Way too straight. They're picking him off easy. Big vacant areas and they're running hard between the wickets.
Yeah, skidding onto the bat pretty easily. For 1 in 11.4 overs. Lanka is looking for a wicket. At the moment, the line that Ishan Malinga is bowling is not a wicket-taking line. In the field with the mid-wicket going back now.
crowd has grown somewhat throughout the day, but not the full house.
Bandu Hasaranga won't be a bad choice. Charit Asalanka probably will trust his ability in another couple of overs. Shan Maling, I think he deserves one more over just to see. And when you're playing three seamers, you want to bowl them with the new ball to see or just try and pick off for batsman. So I think Bangladesh was very smart to go after the debutant Milan Ratnayaka first. Then even this over, they were quite aggressive against Shan Maling. 73 for 1.
Hey, look at our Simply Safe home security system.
Let's install it.
We need a camera.
What for?
The collectibles. What?
Now you've got a camera each.
Yay!
Systems start from under £200 when you buy a professional monitoring plan. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Bangladesh in control. Overs bowled 73 for 1. Where does Charit Asalanka go to if he needs a wicket? He desperately needs a wicket here. Wickets are what will stall the opposition. He's back on the park and he's got ball in hand. Mid on, in the circle. Oh, he's asking. Was he outside the line? Nothing from the umpire. That looked pretty straight though. They got two reviews with them. Asalanka with Kusal Mendes. Seconds available. Oh, they let it go.
I'll tell you why Kusal Mendes was not sure, because when Shanta went down to paddle stupid, take a look at his stance. He's way outside the leg stump, and a good thing that Asalanka did not go upstairs. That looked like came off the glove. But Kusal Mendes is trying to be proactive, I think, which is the right thing to do. Trying to sneak in a catch or save some runs, as he wasn't sure to convince the captain to go upstairs.
Probably slightly outside the line as well if he had admits the glove. But that might stop him playing the paddle sweep. That's quite strange that way.
Option was right, Russell. No short, fine leg, easy couple of runs. Why not? Just that was 2-4, right underneath the eyes. Asalanka having mid on in the circle against Sanjeev, asking the batter if he wants to go against the turn, take that risk.
He's hit it in the air. Oh, Milan Ratnayaka, he tried, but it was always falling short.
Yeah, even I thought so. Initially could have judged it pretty early. Don't think so either. Wasn't timed at all by Tanzim. Option was wrong. Yeah, try to go over mid-on would have been a better choice when Bangladesh on a cruise control, everything going to their way. Why take a risk like that?
There we go. That was beautifully bowled. Now, throughout the day, we've noticed a lot more turn from the end Asalanka is bowling with, even with the Bangladeshi spinners. Once again, now that's been good from Asalanka. This is what we have for you from the Maligawa 10. That's the end Asalanka's bowling from. The average turn throughout the day, but the far end, much less. And it's not related to bowlers bowling from specific ends. They've swapped around and found more turn from the Maligawa 10. That's something Sri Lankan captain should keep in mind when using his spinners. Nicely played again. Tanzil Hassan Tamim in total control of the Bangladeshi chase. 77 for 1. The two teams after 13 overs. Malinga was so expensive. But you've got to go to him. He can get you those wickets. He's improved immensely of late. Really well in the IPL too.
And just on the comparison of the scores, goes to show wickets early doors setting the tone. How much impact can a bowling side have on the batting side? Bangladesh have done well. I think they'll be hoping that Shanto will bat through as much as possible. Tanzim Hassan to play his natural game. When it comes to Ishan Malinga, I think he's one of these new sensation. Ever since he burst into the scene, he was quite impressive with his pace. And the IPL, he was impressive, playing alongside Pat Cummins and the rest. With a single, brings up the 50 partnership in 52 deliveries among the two left-handers, Shanto and Tanzid.
I'm loving the new lights. The LEDs, they light up very quickly. And it looks very, very bright out there. What's looking bright is Bangladesh batting 50 or 52 for the second wicket. The run rate for the first time in the innings has dropped slightly below 6. But it's still well above what they need to get to this score.
Required rate at 4.52. Well under control with Liton Das, with Ridoy, Jakar Ali, Medias and Miraj. Plenty of batting to come. Just have to play the ball on its merit. One of these bats through. This will be, or this must be, the game plan. On this side, actually Shant, the responsible former captain, to bat through. Particular length what Ishan Malinga is bowling, especially in the last two deliveries. I don't think that's a wicket-taking length. Maybe since nothing happening from bowling over the wicket, changing the angle may not be a bad option. If you just to create that angle coming around the wicket, pitch it straight and move away to the left side of the wicket keeper. That's a good variation if you could have it. The length is very crucial. Last two deliveries, little short for my liking. I just reminded the batter, the bouncer is in his armory. Dean Shaw just sit up nicely. Trying hard for a wicket, Ishan. Just that one of those days. It's not happening for Sri Lanka for the moment, except the first wicket.
Well, we saw the towels out, but that's not anything to do with the fact that there's dew out there. 20 palms of Ishan Malinga. That's the reason it's being used. But the players are prepared. In the event there's dew, try and keep the ball as dry as possible. $81 for 1 after 14.
And here's the dining room. There's a lovely garden, plenty of room for a trampoline. It's beautiful.
Our relationship with money is formed from a young age.
Nice to meet you both.
Well, we've seen a house we really like.
That's why we're here to help you take control and find a mortgage that suits you, whether you're buying, moving, or looking for a better rate. Barclays. Make money work for you.
An excellent beginning for the Bangladeshis, chasing 247. And this partnership is promising. There is a fight amongst the Lions and Tigers out there in the middle and in the aisle as well.
Absolutely, but they seem to be living in harmony there. enjoying themselves. Goodness, I felt spare a thought for that man. Sri Lanka continues. Been the one that has looked threatening, looked in terms of being able to get a wicket because he's had a bit of grit and turn. But by and large, Amir, you'll agree that Bangladesh, up to this point, are controlling things.
During the pitch report, Maha suggested that 270 or 80 is going to be a good score on this pitch. And Bangladeshi bowlers did very well to restrict that innings. Under par score. Took off the pressure from the batters. And they're enjoying their run out there in the middle. Oh, that one turned. I should alarm the batter because occasionally it did offer something to the bowler, but not consistently. As a bowler, you really need to bowl it slower to be able to get back perches.
Short delivery, that didn't turn. And it's hit away on the leg side for 4. Tansit looking very good at the moment.
Yeah, every time the ball is that short, he's been ready for it. Ready for them. This is the second time he has hit the ball towards mid-wicket of the bowling of Sri Lanka.
Well, it's been a very fine knock. They got off to a good start. They were looking to attack during the power play. And they've just carried on. Nicely bowled. Not afraid to throw it up, I must tell you. Every time he throws it up and lands it around that area, he finds something.
Yeah, he has to force the batter to hit the ball off the front foot. 50. That's a very good innings. Almost run a ball.
His 4th in his career and 2nd versus Sri Lanka. And it's come at a very good time. It's 87 for 1. Well, it's been a wonderful innings. 51 balls, 8 fours and 1 6. Given Bangladesh that impetus they've been looking for. Ishan Malinga from round the wicket. Tansit on strike. It's at a good heat, Ishan Malinga. He can work up good head of steam. But fantastic effort by this young man.
Yeah, at the start he looked edgy, but after hitting a couple of boundaries of the bowling of Mahesh Dikshana, he started to feel confident. And from there on, now looking back, but his job is not finished. He has to eke out more. That's well fended, well fended. Ishan is thinking that it might have been toe first, but I don't think so. The wicketkeeper agreed.
Yeah, that was just 114 Ks. He's dropped his pace a lot. What an amazing career it has been for young Ishan Malinga. Well, was injury prone first, overcame that. This is that last delivery. I think he got his bat down on time. There was some excitement. For a moment, they thought pad first. And also, played in the IPL. Was impressive. They've gained a lot of confidence playing along some of those greats. Meanwhile, this is Tansit.
He was not afraid to use his feet, not holding back against Tikshana. And once he was able to hit a couple of boundaries, he was much more relaxed and started to maneuver the length.
It's on the pads. That's 4. Wrong angle. Round the wicket, angling onto the pads. And that delivery is almost 137. So loves the batter to work the angle well.
Now the fielder plays at deep square leg. The captain is asking him to bowl outside the off stump. If he creates too much angle, that'll be bread and butter for the left-hander. And that's what we saw with the previous delivery. Easy pickings. Just help the ball on its way.
Just a little bit too straight. That's better. That's more the line. That's where he's expected to bowl. And he's consistently in the mid 130s to the high 130s.
Yeah, at this point, Sri Lanka has lost a lot of territory. And to be able to regain that, they have to make the play. They need to somehow break the stride of these two batters. Otherwise, they are threatening. And threatening in a big way.
Goes over mid-off inside the circle. Didn't get hold of it. They'll come back for 3. So 96 for 1. They're going at exactly 6 and over at the end of 16.